Hey, it's Vicky, and today I'm here to chat with you guys about my reading plans for October. But before I do that, I do want to share some sad news that I thought you guys would care to know. Because my Kiki, Juno, unfortunately has passed or crossed the Rainbow Bridge. We had to put her down this month in September. Because she had kidney failure, which is a common ailment of elderly kitties, and she was 16. So but I know she made a lot of cameos in my videos over the years, and she is going to be deeply missed, and it sucks. It's the hardest thing about having pets, but it was one of those things that we kind of saw coming and prepared ourselves for, which happens when you have elderly animals. So yeah, it still sucks, and I miss her already, and yeah, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. Not to start the video off on a downer, but I just wanted to let you guys know. So yeah, October. As you guys will also find out, my September TBR was completely blown because I had a bunch of library holds that came in, so I didn't really read anything that I had planned to in September. And then in October, I was kind of looking through my physical TBR because I feel like I've been neglecting it lately with all the library books. But I don't have a ton that are spooky reads or, you know, horror novels, scary things. But I tried to find a couple things to sort of fit the mood of the month because Halloween obviously is in October and it's time to read the creepy stuff. So I did pick a couple things out. I have a couple carryovers from September, so let's go ahead and dive in. So my first carryover is Did You Hear About Kitty Carr by Crystal Smith Paul. I'm about halfway through this and it's going well. I chose this book for the Buzzword Reading Challenge for September because it was senses, so here. And it's going really well. I'm enjoying it. I'm particularly liking the flashback chapters. Where you are seeing Kitty Carr's sort of backstory. That has definitely been my favorite part. But yeah, like I said, I'm halfway through it, so I will be finishing it up in October. My other carryover from September is the one I'm reading on my Kindle. I am reading Everyone on This Train is a Suspect by Benjamin Stevenson. It is a sequel to Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, and I'm like a quarter of the way through that one. And it's going well also. Yeah, I don't really have anything much to say about it other than that I'm enjoying it. It's a fun little murder mystery that takes place on a train. So yeah, again, I will hopefully be finishing that in October. Okay, so now let's get into the rest of the books I want to read in October. The first one is one from the library. Like I said, I got a bunch of holds, and this was the one I didn't quite get to in September, so I'm going to be reading it now. And that is James by Percival Everett. And this one I wanted to read because I've heard a lot of great things about it, first of all. But for those of you that don't know what it's about, it's basically a retelling of Mark Twain's Huckleberry Finn, but it's told through the eyes of Jim, who is the black man who is, I don't know if you guys know the story of Huckleberry Finn, but Huckleberry Finn is about a kid named Huckleberry Finn who is running away, and he is on this raft on the Mississippi River with this black man named Jim who is escaping and trying to get north to freedom. So they're riding on this raft together. So this book is that story, but it's told from Jim's perspective. So I'm intrigued. I've heard great things about this, so I really want to read it. And I just did not get to it in September, so I'm going to be reading it now. Okay, then we have my buzzword pick for October. The buzzword is relationships, I think, or something. Yeah, I think it's relationships. So I picked up The Wicked Sister by Karen Dion. And this one I wanted to get originally because Karen Dion is a local author. She is from Michigan. And her first book, The Marsh King's Daughter, well, it's not her first book, but her first big book, took place in Michigan. In the Upper Peninsula, and so I read it and I really liked it, and I actually went to an author chat that she came to in my area, and so this was the kind of follow-up to that. It's not related to the Marsh King's Daughter, but it also takes place in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, which was why I wanted to read it. And it's about a girl or a woman who has been in a psychiatric hospital for the past 15 years because I don't know if it's that she believed or it was believed that she killed her family or something like that. Her parents, that she killed her parents. And then she finds something out about that night, and it makes her rethink everything and kind of makes her wonder if she really did have anything to do with it. Yeah, so I like the local slant because, you know, I'm a Michigander. I enjoyed Karen Dion's book, The Marsh King's Daughter, so I want to read this, and it's going to fulfill the Buzzword Reading Challenge for me. Okay, next up we have American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. This is one of my revisit remix books, so I have to read this book by the end of the year or I have to unhaul it, and I figured October would be a good time to read this because it's I don't know if it's actually a horror novel. It's definitely like psychological and it's definitely dark and violent and whatnot. So I thought it would fit the bill for this time of year. I wanted to initially read this because I've seen the film American Psycho a couple times. And so I just wanted to read the source material. It's about a guy named Patrick Bateman who works on Wall Street. He's a very successful, you know, fancy man, but underneath he is psychotic and he does terrible, terrible things. And so, yeah, I want to read the book. I've heard it's kind of a challenging read, so we shall see. I will let you guys know how it goes. And then last but not least, I have Ghost Story by Peter Straub. This one is about a couple of old men who are meeting up together to tell each other ghost stories, and it brings up something that they did a long time ago when they were younger or something. I don't know, something like that. But I didn't realize how long this book is. It's over 500 pages long. So we shall see how it goes. I thought it would be a good time of year though to read a book called Ghost Story. Why not? Why not read it in October during Halloween time? All right, so those are the plans. I'm hoping I can actually get a few other books in. I know I really wanted to read another Stephen King book in October. A couple other things over there that I didn't get to in September that I kind of still want to read. So I don't know. It's a TBR, but it's maybe a little fluid. We'll see. So let me know down below what you're planning to read in October. Are you reading anything creepy, horror? I want to know. And yeah, let's get into spooky season, guys. So I hope you guys have a great month, and I will chat with you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.